I'm Brent with Mid-America Orthopedics. I'm a physical therapist at our Kansas City office. And October is physical therapy month, so throughout the month we are discussing some common conditions that we see in the office and giving you some different tips and strategies on ways of trying to prevent this or help with some of the symptoms. So today we're talking about shoulder impingement. And so impingement in the shoulder is basically where the rotator cuff is kind of coming out of this little tunnel on the side of the shoulder. Basically what happens is that area kind of closes down and pinches on the rotator cuff, creating shoulder pain, sometimes creating pain out on the outside part of the shoulder, specifically with reaching behind your back, reaching back, or reaching overhead. Commonly, the issue is that your shoulder blades are not going into enough upward rotation, because as they get into more upward rotation, it opens up that space that the rotator cuff comes out. And so if they're not getting up enough, basically they're kind of banging into the top of the bone there and creating that irritation, and can eventually lead to a tear as well. And so there's a couple different muscles that we want to try to work on. Your upper trap, your lower trap, and your serratus anterior are three muscles that we want to work on to try to get a little bit of that upward rotation and opening of that space. Posture is also important, because if we're constantly, at our desks and, the shoulders are down and rounded posture and we're sitting like this, that closes off that space even more, again, creating, kind of a chronic irritation of it, even though it may not be a lot of load. But if you're staying there for long periods of time with poor posture, it can really create some irritation. And so making sure that you've got good ergonomics set up, you're keeping those shoulders back, you're using your chair appropriately, you're using your desk and desk setup appropriately, so that you're in a better position and opening that space up throughout the day. Some of the exercises that we like to do, one is just a simple exercise with the band. This one's kind of working mid-trap, low trap, which are some of those muscles that help with that upward rotation of the shoulders. And so on this one, we like to go palms up, arms straight out, getting a good squeeze of the shoulder blades as you come back, and nice and controlled coming back forward. So maybe 10 reps like so, 10 at a little bit of an angle here, and 10 at an angle here. Again, making sure that as you're doing these, you're getting that good squeeze of the shoulder blades every time that you come back. So that's one of them. The other one we want to work on, again, trying to get some of that upward rotation and helping out that upper trap as well. And so on this one, we're going to have the forearms against the wall and sliding just slightly and getting a good shrug of those shoulder blades. And so with the arms up like this, the shoulders are already going into some upward rotation. And then once we get the shrug, it creates even more upward rotation by working the upper traps as you kind of come up. So those are some exercises that you can try at home to try to prevent this. If the conditions continue or are more persistent, you might need a full evaluation from one of our therapists, rather down in Wichita, or in our office up in Kansas City. 913-232-9846 is the number. Thanks for watching.